Where's my thing? Why can I do that? That's a bit strange. It's here. Okay, that makes sense. No. Hello, good afternoon. Hey guys. Yeah, I'm working on a character I don't really know and I don't really draw as often. I hope it will work out, but yeah, there's a bit of a small chance that this is going to go bad. So fingers crossed. Let's have a look what's going on here. Thank you, I appreciate that. Alright, it seems like it's getting there. Yeah, at least I think the overall proportion, it's good now. Don't have to worry too much about that at this stage. It's got this very unique hairstyle. Long, little curvy, but quite neat. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I hope it's getting there. It is getting there. I'm happy with what I got so far, so yeah, gonna keep going with it. Now the trickiest part for this one is to make everything symmetrical, as you know, frontal face. It's always difficult, especially with this time I decided not to use pencil but just draw straight with a liner, so I can't really make mistake. Or the other word, I can't really make a big mistake. Small mistakes, I guess I can still fix that with my white out. I should be fine with it. But yeah, can't really make big mistakes. And the fact that I can't really draw reference lines is pretty challenging too. But I guess we're lucky today, so it should be okay. Hello. Hi, ghetto. Alright, now gonna add some extra details here. And the eye. Details of the eye will have to come a little later. Oh, thanks. I really appreciate that. What am I drawing? Drawing this guy called, what was his name again? Jesus, I forgot his name. This guy is from, I'm gonna have to unbelievable. Klein Moretti. So that's his name. Hi, hello. Yeah, this one is Klein Moretti. Do you know who that is? That's right, that's him. I know this guy a different name, but yeah, that's his name in the animation. I want to try it. I want to try to draw this one because it's a different style than how I would normally imagine how animation or anime would look like. Yeah, it's got a very special style that I really want to explore. This is a little too far, so I'm gonna start to work on the across the middle of that, and the other side is crossing the middle. So in the middle of his face, his finger formed a little triangle. Very interesting design, to be honest. Yep, okay, that works. Now after the from anime, I guess so. Now this is one of the posters they have there. So the design of the character is a lot more comprehensive compared to a normal just anime shot. If it's a screen capture of an anime shot, usually the color is quite simple. Okay, so the hardest part is the hand, how the hand crossing is happening. I really like this artwork because when I look at that, I thought, okay, this is another symmetrical work. You know, the hand must be just like mirrored from one to the other side. But when I actually draw that, I realized it's not. The artist actually spent quite a lot of time to make the hand gesture like very naturally crossed together, very, very different than how I imagined initially this was done. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot and see what I can learn from that. The only problem I have here is I cannot find a high-res version of this image. So whatever I do, it's going to be close to the original, but can't be exact copy of it. Well, there's no need to do exact copy either. So good, it's getting there. Hey, does anyone actually watch this anime? Or does anyone read the manga before? Because I didn't. I thought, well, it looks pretty good. I watched a bit of a clips and trailers, but I didn't really watch the real thing. If you watched it, let me know. Go for it. Good luck on your study. Well, okay, this guy is, the design is very cool. I like the overall design for now. Time to add some extra details here and there to make it look better. And later on, we're gonna do some basic coloring. Not a lot, but some basic stuff. Hello, how you doing? Hmm. Okay, so basically I have pretty much complete the very basics of how this dude will look like. I'm going to go to the upper part, like the hair and the other areas on the top area. This one has a very high contrast lighting. So what I'm doing right now is to mark out where the brightest light or the highlight is and where the rest of the color lands, so it hopefully will work. Okay, so that is the very basics of this whole situation. It's a little soft, the overall shape, so I'm gonna move on to a slightly chunkier 0.8. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to a slightly chunkier liner and just gonna redraw the outline and make it look better. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. This part, I just have to record it. Yeah, 0.8 is a really nice thickness. Looks good, isn't it? Okay. Hello. So after I've done the basic tracing, I'll go back to the eyes and other details on the face to recreate it. Mm. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be just concentrating on this. So if you have a question about the drawing, just leave a comment, and yeah, and I'll answer you when I'm free. How did you do that? Well, we started from some loose lines, and then at the moment I'm just hiding them up. It is a bit tricky to draw since symmetrical. Yeah, but it's not impossible. So. Actually, 0.8 is a little too chunky now when I'm looking at that. But there's no better option. Yeah, because the lines I did earlier was a little too rough. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Now the eye is a bit tricky because if I use this chunky marker, I may not be able to make the eye look nice and crispy. So I'm thinking about something else, some other techniques to do that. Maybe do a bit of shading with the thinner liner. Thanks. Yeah, we're getting there. Small issue I think happens to the size of the eye. This eyeball needs to move forward a little more. Okay, that's good. Got that part sorted. Thank you. Yeah, I like what we got so far. So yeah, cool. All right. Oh, okay. This is 37 minutes into the stream. Now I'm thinking about to have this thing colored. Yeah. So I need to do the basic shading first. Gonna have to try something a little different today. Yeah, alright. I'm going to try something a bit different today in terms of coloring. So my plan was to create the overall shadow, including all the dark part, the outfit, the hair, using one kind of bluish tone as the starting point, and then after that, I might, yeah, I'll go to the skin tone and try to create another skin tone with that. Maybe I should do the skin tone first. You know what? Well, let's do the skin tone first. We'll see how things goes. And this is B315, or the other one is Y69. All right, let's try that. I'm gonna have to make this thing go a bit low, so he'll look better. Will he look better? Kind of. Still a bit tricky. Anyway, let's do that. So 969. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't work, then yeah. I think somehow I made the face a little too wide somehow. And this needs to go a little further out. Okay, it's to do with the position of the eye. Now they're not exactly in the right spot. This one needs to go out a little more. And there's another way I can fix that. Should be fine for now. Hello, how you doing? Sorry guys, I'm actually looking at the art a lot more than what I'm looking at the chat. Really appreciate you coming and stay with me. Yeah, if you have questions, leave me a comment. I'll answer that when I looking back at it. E49, no, I want the Y. Okay, I'm gonna use a very unusual color for the skin tone. We'll get this thing down a little darker. Yeah, smudging is a little problem. regardless what type of marker you use, there's always a bit of smudging going on. Oh, sorry, liner. What type of liner you use? The liner will smudge, that's for sure. Especially when you just want to go over the area senselessly. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to be always careful with the area that has black lines. I try my best to just circle around it so the black light won't come out that much. Alright, so that is that's the face. This top-down line kind of reminds me Godfather. Yeah, the classic scene. Hello, someone new joined us. That's good. Oh, thanks. um, this is Klein Moretti. Yeah, one of the anime characters. Now I'm trying to test out a slightly different way of coloring that. This method I usually use on digital art. Don't really use, never actually used on the traditional art. So I'll give it a go and see if it works. Oh, hey, thanks, except I don't really understand what are you talking about? Um, apologize for that. Okay, go back to the shirt. Using an even darker tone for that part. I'm working with the Ohuhu Honolulu marker, which actually gives me a very good like brush stroke. I quite like it. Wait, hang on. It's not a brush stroke. It's the soft chisel stroke. Very nice. Very satisfying too. Yeah, the actual jacket I will have to use a slightly lighter color, but yeah, overall it's going to be this type of tone. It's 315. Okay, so basically, I want to summarize the darker shades with only just one color, and then I want to try my best to make the in-between colors look nice, and that will give the artwork a little more richer color tone look and feel compared to just have two colors. So what I meant by that is, you notice that I only use the darker shades for the outfit, right? And then the lighter shade at the moment is just white. Now I probably won't just keep it white, but later on I'm gonna go over that, especially when the darker meets the lighter shades. In those areas I will use a very kind of light bluish color to light it up. Hi, long time no see. Okay. Alright, now that is the outfit part. Use a light blue color to color this part of the outfit. Now because it's the inside part, the color contrast shouldn't be that strong. I just don't like the fact that I have to go over this flat coloring area more than once to make sure the color works. I wish they can invent some kind of marker that the color is really intense, so you only need to color some area once and you got 100% of the color out. It seems like that's not how this type of marker works. Oh yeah, I've finished that one. Not sure if you've seen that. I've done that one, but I haven't converted that to hand drawing yet. That was done in a digital format. You're right, you actually remind me I need to work on that one. I'm gonna have to work on that one, that's right. And I want to make it look like it's a very good artwork. I want to use a larger paper to do that. Yeah, with a hoo-hoo marker. Well, you mean the big one? I don't know, I haven't decided. Maybe a hoo-hoo marker, maybe something else. The reason I haven't decided that is that I might be able to sell that artwork, so I'm thinking to use something that's more archiveable. Well, a hoo-hoo marker, or hang on, that should have do it that way. Basically, every single marker that we use in the market, the ink is not really light fasting. That means if you put the artwork outside for too long, the color will start to fade away. If you put it on your sketchbook and close it and just keep it like that, this type of things won't bother you because you probably won't notice that. But yeah, if you put those colors out and put your artwork on the wall, for example, over the time the artwork will lose its color. I've noticed that with a number of artworks I have on the wall. So what I decided is that next time when I want to do something similar to that, I just won't do it. I'll do it differently. So anything I feel like I need to archive, I'll use good quality watercolor or acrylics or gouache to draw that, to paint that, so the artwork will last longer. This type of exercise doesn't really matter. Yeah, but still, I have to say that with markers things are getting more and more convenient because it gives you a lot of color options, and sometimes Mixing color is tricky than just pick a color, right? But depending on what you get used to. It's a little hard to believe that it goes back to this way. You have Copic markers? Yes, I do, but I use less and less Copic markers these days because there's no need for it. Yeah, they're not something that's really necessary for me. I do have them, I just don't use them as often. Thanks. Yeah, it's getting there. I hope it could be slightly better, but yeah, so far I'll just keep it like that. Okay. Yeah, Copic is expensive. Ever traveled to another country? Yes, I did. Did travel to different countries. And it's fun to travel. GG11. I think it's worth to go out and have a look at how the world is, what type of scenes is out there. Okay, so that is the collar. Now we're gonna do the lower part. Oh, it's about an hour now. Mobile Legend. No, actually, I never played that. Beginners. Oh yeah, you can buy this set, the Honolulu S series. I think it's quite good. It's beginner friendly. That's their new series. The reason I suggest that is because they got a soft chisel tip. Unlike the previous one, they only have a brush tip, which is a bit hard to control. But the soft chisel tip is actually a lot easier to control, according to me. I tested it and I think it was worth buying. I have another video I kind of introduced it, so you can have a look. Hi, hello. Yeah, you know what? I'll have to call this off now because I got a couple of other things to do. Yeah, I'll come back and color other areas, maybe. Yeah, might have to go. Thanks, guys, for staying and watching me painting this little exercise. Hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. See ya.